Be aware of dirty Moors, because the dirty Moors will sell you back into slavery. So y'all keep showing a picture.
Hey family, thank you so much for your response to the duet that I did, the Chief Voodoo, the brother from Haiti. You know, I know he was talking about how don't call me no more, and they, you know, and I understand how there's just so much division amongst our people. You know, maybe that is true. He's not a Moor, and there were so many different tribes, as you also showed in your video. The thing about it is, yes, a lot of people have a lot of hatred towards the Moors and everything, because that is the main idea. Not all, as you stated, that not all Moors actually sold our people out. Because if you look at the people who were in the Trail of Tears that were dispelled from their land and from their homes, and they were sent to Oklahoma, you will clearly see that not only the Olmecs, all of the different tribes, including the Moors, they were also sent to Oklahoma in the Trail of Tears. And a lot of people don't realize that. So you rightly said that not all Moors sold our people out. This is one of the reasons why I don't do videos on this whole Moors sold us out stuff. Some of the other tribes that they call the 5 civilized tribes actually help sell our people out as well. And see, people don't want to talk about that. Yes. Who were the 5 civilized tribes, first of all? It was the Cherokee, the Choctaw, which is, they say Choctaw, the Chickasaw, the Creek, the Seminole. Okay, well, guess what? Why do you think they called them the 5 civilized tribes? It's because they assimilated into Caucasoid culture, and they ended up being just like them. They took to the schools that they went to. They civilized their children, as they call it. They became Christians, huh? They converted to Christianity. Everything that the Caucasoids pushed, they assimilated, they became a part of. And so those people actually considered them to be civilized. Now, hold up for a minute. Who are they to be able to call anyone civilized when we know what they've done to people who look like us, indigenous people all over the earth? Huh? They have come to our lands, and they have basically told us that look like us ain't ish, and that God, God looks like them. God is white. White is what's good, and everything that looks like you is bad and terrible. So they proceeded to give us a God that looks like them and forced us to worship it, raped us, and, you know, whited everybody out, stole our homes, all of our possession, our riches, our resources, and our land. I mean, come on. And you call that civilized? Yeah, I digress. Okay. And so they were called civilized and everything. And so there was just a bunch of warring going on between them and everything. And so a lot of them in those 5 so-called civilized tribes, they ended up actually selling out a lot of our people too. See, but people don't want to talk about that. They just want to talk about how the Moors are dirty Moor this and dirty Moor that and everything. And not realizing that the Cherokee, Choctaw, Seminole, all of them, they sold people out too. And they actually even held slaves. Yeah, something else people don't like to talk about. Look at modern day Africa. Look at how they are warring with each other. Look at all the fighting throughout the years have perpetrated amongst themselves. This is how we were over in America. The Americas, we warred like that. You know, we were at odds. And this is one of the reasons why it was so easy, you know, for them to penetrate us, you know, and to end up subjugating us all as a result of us actually, you know, fighting amongst ourselves. And still today, we're still fighting. Here we are over in America fighting for our true identity. And we have Africans hating on us and telling us, oh, you don't love yourself because you don't call yourself an African, not knowing the true history of what these Caucasoids have done to us and how they've actually erased our identity through paper genocide and changed our identity over and over and over. And I've shown this so many times in different videos and everything, but they take it personal that we're claiming our true identity back and try to say that we don't know what we're talking about. Like, why are you going to take it personal that these Caucasoids have stolen our identity and we're just claiming it back? Like, what does that have to do with you? Why are you so angry and upset for us calling ourselves who we really are, claiming our true identity? You see what I'm saying? So the warring continues. And until we get a grip of all that and we stop fighting and arguing and everything amongst ourselves, we'll be able to sit down and unite and conquer our true enemies. Because we're treating each other like we're each other's enemies. And I'm not going to sit there and talk down about Moors. I'm not about to do that. because we were all subjugated together, and we're still subjugated together during this time. They treat us all the same. They're unaliving all of us in the streets when we're unarmed. They discriminate against all of us. The redlining, the black codes, the Jim Crow, all the stuff that they do to us, discriminated against us because of how our hair grows out of our scalp and won't let us get jobs or won't let us get promotions. And look, that's happening to all of us. So I say bump all this tribalism stuff, because that's all it is. No different than in Africa. It's a bunch of tribalism. Drop the tribalism. Let's all unite, come together, because we're all being subjugated by the same people. We have the same enemy in common. And get that through your thick skulls, people. We have the same enemies in common, and it's not each other. We need to stop brainwashed to think that we are all each other's enemy, and we need to look at the real enemy and go after the real enemy, huh? Save some of that vitriol that you have for people that look like you and go after them folks. Go after them folks, the ones who have subjugated all of us, huh? Who have stolen Africa's resources, who have stolen all the resources out of America, that has stolen America's people and sent them all throughout the world, including into Africa, into slavery, huh? That's who you need to have vitriol for, not people who look like you.